Okay, let's start from the beginning. So we do our slip knot, and now we do 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and put the stitch marker around the chains so that it helps you find the middle of the chain circle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is do a slip stitch into that first chain, and then I'm going to do 3 more chains, which is the first pretend double crochet of that row. Okay, so now we're going to go into where that stitch marker is, and we're going to do 2 more double crochets. One, two, and then a chain. So there's the first little flower. 1, 2, 3, and a chain. Okay, let's keep going round. We go back to that where the stitch marker is. We're going to do 3 more double crochets. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And after the 3, we always do a chain. So now you've got 3 and a chain, 3 and a chain. Okay, let's do the third one. 1, 2, and 3, and a chain. So we're nearly there. We've got 1 group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3. Last group, or flower as I call it in the pattern. 1, 2, and 3, and the chain. Okay, you can take the stitch marker out now. And what we're going to do is do a slip stitch so that we join the flowers together. So there's 1, 2, 3 chain from the beginning. We just go into the top of that one, yarn over, pull it through, and then slip it over, and that creates the first round, which is round. And now we're going to make it look a bit more square. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now in the pattern it says to go to the first chain space on the left, which is there. This one, if we went there, we'd be going backwards. Yarn over into that chain space, and we do 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about this bit here. I'll show you once we get all the way around. And because we're doing a corner, we're going to do 2 chains in that corner. Okay, yarn over back into the same space because we're doing 4 corners now. 1, 2, 3, and we're moving on to the next corner, so we're just going to do 1 chain. Okay, yarn over, go to the next chain space and do the next corner. 1, 2, 3 double crochets and 2 chains, and then 3 more. 1, 2 and 3, and then a chain, because we're moving on to the next corner. Okay, next corner. Move over to the next chain space. 1, 2 and 3, and we do a 2 chain in the corner and then another 3. 1, 2 and 3, and 1 chain. Okay, this is the tricky corner. This is where we're getting back to the start. So yarn over, we go into the space, we do 1, 2 and 3, and then 2 chain. Now we're only going to do 2 double crochets because this chain of 3 looks like the third one. So we do 1, 2, and then we go over to the 1, 2, 3, the top chain, and do a slip stitch. So you can see now it's starting to look more like a square. You've got your 4 corners. So now we go into the third round, which is much easier. You don't have to worry about that chain problem. You do 3 chain and then you go straight down to the first space on the left, which is here. We do number 2 because the 3 chain is our pretend. Number 3, we do a chain, and then you move into the corner and do another corner. So it's 1, 2, 3. Because we're in the corner, we do 2 chain, and then we go back and do another 3. 1, 2 and 3, and a chain. So you can see now, there's the first flower I did. There's the corner. We're going to have another flower, corner, flower, corner, flower, corner. Okay, so I've zoomed ahead. There's the first flower, there's the corner, second flower, corner, third flower, corner, fourth flower. Now I'll do the last corner. So I've done that 1 chain and then we go into the corner. 1, 2, 3. Then we do the 2 chains, then back into that corner. 1, 2, 3, and you chain, and then we're going to join to those 3 chains at the very beginning with a slip stitch. So we go into the top, yarn over, pull it back, slip it through. Okay, we keep going in the same way, doing 3 chains and working our way around with the corners.